Welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Wednesday, January 26th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. And Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you to pause in your day, to just be still and to breathe and to center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. Each time we come together right now for this season, we are looking at a different story in the Gospel of Luke as we read through the Gospel, and we use that as the basis for our guided meditation by putting ourselves in the story. Today's reading is Luke 3:21 and 22. It is the story of the baptism of Jesus. And in this story, everyone else is baptized and Jesus is then baptized as well. And after he's baptized, he's in prayer. And when he is in prayer, the heaven is opened and a dove comes down as a symbol of the Spirit, and he hears a voice that says, "You are my Son, my beloved, with whom I am well pleased." That voice is combining, those words are from two different verses in the scriptures, Psalm 2:7 and Isaiah 42:1. The other thing to know in terms of background is in those days they thought of the universe as nested bowls, each one getting larger, of course, with the earth being a small one, and then a bowl that would be the heavens, and then another bowl that would be the heavenly places or even further up. So everyone sees it when the heavens are torn open and the dove descends. So with all that in mind, if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house and settle into a chair. Close the door if the room has a door, and close your eyes. Be comfortable in that chair. Allow the chair to support your back and the back of your legs, and if it has arms, to support your arms. Pay attention to the atmosphere around you. Is there any air moving from heat or a draft? Is it warm in that room or cool? Is there sunshine coming in, or is it fairly dark? Take some deep breaths. And as you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. As you breathe in the breath of life. And as you breathe out all that does not give you life. Keep breathing nice and deep and slow. As you take each breath, consider that the Spirit of God is growing in you and is covering you. Imagine it like walking into a nice pool of water, maybe in the Caribbean or something like that. And as you walk in, you feel the Spirit of God landing on that part of your body and bringing comfort and relaxation and peace to it. Your feet go in first, and it feels good to have the peace and relaxation fall on your feet. And then the water moves up to your waist, and your calves and your thighs are renewed from all the running around of the day. You walk in further until your stomach is covered. And as your stomach is covered, all of the agitations in your stomach settle down, for the peace of God has landed on them. You walk in till the water is just under your arms. And as you do so, the water brings renewal and refreshment to your back. Your back feels as if it has put down the burdens of the day for a little while. chest, your breathing is nice and deep, and your heart rate is calm and restful. You go in till your shoulders are covered, and your arms are floating on the water, or in the water. Your shoulder muscles relax. Your arms relax and float freely. Your hands open up. And you let go of the things that you're clinging to. You're in the presence of God. You don't need to cling to anything. God will take care of you and bring you peace. You dip yourself down so you're in up to your chin. And the tensions in your neck unwind as you let go of having to be in control of all the things around you. You tilt your head back and you let the water run over your head. And as you do so, your mind gets calm. And all the things that are bouncing around in there settle down for a little bit. And then you tilt the opposite way and let your face be covered for a moment. It brings relaxation to the muscles in your brow. And it brings relaxation to the rest of your face and your jaw. And as you come up out of the water, you smile. You are immersed in the peace and presence of God. God knows you and claims you. In your imagination, go back to the days of Jesus at the Jordan with John. It's wilderness and desert-like, but there's water in the Jordan running. And people are being baptized. You can choose a position here, a vantage point. You can be Jesus, you can be John, you can be one of the other people who's watching it all happen. John is baptizing all of the people who are coming down to the river. A baptism of repentance for forgiveness of sins and preparation for the coming of the Messiah. Jesus himself, when everyone else is baptized, steps in to be baptized. And John immerses him in the water. And after being baptized, Jesus goes on the side of the riverbank where everyone else is. And he's praying. And as he's praying, suddenly the heavens are torn open. Everyone can see it. And the Spirit comes down in the form of a dove and lands on Jesus. And a voice says, "You are my Son, the beloved. With you I am well pleased." What are the questions that get raised for you by this text? What are the comforts that come to you in this reading? What are the prayers that are stirring up inside of you? Now God is coming to you as you pray. What does God say to you? are you praying to God? I'll be quiet for a few moments while you pray. And then a time comes for your prayer to end, and so you end it in whatever way is appropriate, recognizing that you can always come back to this prayer time. And you allow that image to fade away, and you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Well, that's Take a Break, Take a Breath for January 26th. If you have feedback for me, or you want to talk or pray, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.